side girl for almost 15 years of our marriage. I've known about her almost since the beginning. I've known that Kevin is a serial cheat.
Serena Hudson getting out of my car with my money. Life is not what you think it is behind the scenes. Trust me. Homegirl is miserable.
Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kelvin Hunter is trying to have their divorce vacated, meaning that they would be married again, because he's saying, according to this new report, that there was fraud in regards to their divorce. Welcome to Duku Entertainment, your #1 source for pop culture news and music entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we upload. I know you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Vacate their divorce, they would be married again. Well, as you know, Kelvin Hunter was cut off from his spousal support from Wendy Williams when she basically quit her job and was let go from her job at the Wendy Williams show. Because there was a little bit of a disclaimer in their divorce proceedings and their settlement that said if she's unemployed, your divorce settlement, your monthly spousal support would be either decreased or eliminated. And as you know, Wendy Williams is under a conservatorship. They call it a guardianship here in New York. And Sabrina Mercy, the guardian, basically said that, yeah, no more money for you. And that money that you received when you weren't supposed to be receiving it, yeah, give us that back.
Serena Hudson getting out of my car with my money. Life is not what you think.
The Guardian is fighting with Kelvin in regards to his spousal supports. So there's a lot of stuff going on in regards to this legally, according to court documents exclusively obtained by their son. Kelvin Hunter is petitioning the court to, quote, vacate and set aside their final divorce judgment, quote, based on fraud, misrepresentation, and misconduct. And no, you're probably thinking, what do you mean, what fraud? In a Wells Fargo portfolio report from May of 2019, when the couple divorce submitted in the case by her guardian, Wendy appeared to have $7 million in what is listed as her total holdings. However, as a pre-reported, for the former daytime talk show host best friend Regina Shell submitted an affidavit into the divorce proceedings alleging that Wendy had a total of $55 million in her accounts. As someone that hasn't had a daytime talk show yet, what do I know? But there's a lot of money in daytime talk. Wendy Williams had a hugely successful show and she had that show for several years. I would find it very shocking that Wendy Williams only had $7 million. I would be okay though with $7 million, however. As The Sun previously reported, the former daytime TV host's best friend, Regina Shell, submitted an affidavit into the divorce proceedings alleging that Wendy had a total of $55 million in her accounts. So that's where Kevin feels like he was defrauded, citing Regina's affidavit in his court filing. Wendy's going to be so mad at you, sis. Alleged that the extra $48 million was, quote, fraudulently concealed in the divorce. I mean, he might have a point. We might not like it for Kelvin, but if it is true, first of all, where did exactly that 40-something million go?
My manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. In other words, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day.
Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, claimed that Kelvin was aware of the various accounts Wendy held, and that she addressed the affidavit filed by the host's best friend claiming that she had another $48 million in the bank. She says, I cannot address what Regina thinks she saw or heard. Girl, shut up, Sabrina wrote in her filing on Wendy's behalf, because the word on the street was that Sabrina Morrissey heard from Wendy's then publicist. You remember, you saw her in the documentary, we all looked at her with the side eye, that apparently there was no more money in Wendy Williams' accounts. And that apparently there was like $55 million. There, so in his papers, Kelvin affirmatively states that Wendy showed Regina her financial statements. Kevin was not there and has no personal knowledge of whether or not this interaction occurred at this particular point. Wendy is surrounded by people that she cannot trust, from her ex-husband to Sabrina Morrissey. Like either one, I'm like, who can I root for? Wendy's guardian argues that at the time of the divorce, Kevin stated that he was, quote, fully satisfied and understood the process and has consulted with professionals to be fully aware of the assets and his rights with regards to such assets, and that, as such, he has absolutely no case to reopen the divorce proceedings. If there is really additional money out there, you needed Sutton Suttonstrah from Real Housewives at Beverly Hills, her divorce attorney and her forensic accountant. That's what you needed, and I don't know he had. Based off of him not having money. And he was a manager and executive producer of Wendy for years, and he doesn't have a dollar to this day. They haven't been divorced that long, and you made millions with Wendy as her manager or an executive producer. Okay, so in an affidavit submitted to the New Jersey court over the summer and exclusively obtained by the son, Wendy's best friend of 44 years, Regina, claimed to have seen the Starwell bank accounts. In the affidavit, the star's friend said that in July of 2022 stayed with the former TV host in New York City for an extended period. She said it was during that long visit that Wendy said that she wanted to explore other financial avenues for her estate, and that specifically a possible change with her current financial institution. So this is when she was having those issues with Wells Fargo. She also shared with me documents from Wells Fargo showing a cumulative balance of nearly $55 million, Regina wrote. So Regina also claimed that in December of that year, Wendy invited her to a meeting the Bank of America. Regina said that she was presented during the entire presentation with senior advisors at Bank of America's private banking group.
Thank you for watching to Duku Entertainment. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more exciting content. Your support means the world. See you in the next video.